What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, since people want to say, you only could be an idiot if you didn't realize that Barry Bonds was using steroids. You're an idiot if you didn't realize or you want to admit that he was cheating. I mean, it's just clear as day that the guy was cheating. I mean, look at the difference in his production. Look at the difference in his physique and all this there and therefore. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Where was all this genius intuition when everybody was cheering on Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa? I mean, because clearly they were much bigger than they had been several years earlier, especially Sosa. Did you guys see Sammy Sosa when he was a rookie in the first couple of years? He was 6 feet, 165 pounds. But somehow he bulked up by over 60 pounds of pure muscle. He was hitting that gym, right? But y'all was rooting for him, as well as Mark McGwire, who was 215 when he came into the major leagues in 86, 87. But by 1998, he was 255, 260. Working hard. But with Bonds, all of a sudden it shifted from, oh, it must be the baseballs. It must be the smaller ballparks, bigger, stronger, faster athletes. Then it became that dastardly nigga. I mean, athlete is Bonds. He's using steroids, right? So what's good for the goose is what's good for the gander, and I could do this shit too. So this is a picture of David Ortiz when he was playing with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He played ball. Did I say Timberwolves? I only talk about basketball. The Minnesota Twins. All right, he played for them from 1997 to 2002. Now, he was nothing special. I mean, nothing special. During that time period, during those seasons, he hit 266 with a 348 on base percentage, and he slugged 461. Middling numbers. He hit 58 home runs total during those seasons from 1997 to 2002, during those 5 seasons. And his high was 20. So that means he averaged 11.6 home runs per season. And during that time period, David Ortiz averaged a home run every 33.2 at bats. Every 33.2 at bats. That is not a power hitter. Then in 2003, he joins the Boston Red Sox, which is the exact same year that he turned up dirty. According to the Mitchell report, right? Now they said they weren't sure what the substance was, but he tested dirty. Now, from 2003 to 2016, all of a sudden now, Big Poppy becomes this premier hitter. Oh, as a matter of fact, in those 14 seasons, friends, I have the numbers here. In those 14 seasons, now all of a sudden he's a 290 hitter with a 386 on base percentage and a whopping 570 slugging percentage. He averages 34.5 home runs per season, highlighted by one season. I can't remember whether it was 2006 or 2007. He hit 54 home runs, hit 483 home runs total in that time period, and averaged a home run every 14.8 at bats. That is outstanding. And he was obviously much bigger, probably about 240, as opposed to maybe earlier around 210, 215. He put on about 25 plus pounds of muscle. Now, he did it through hard work, I guess, or was there something more sinister at play? Was it that he was looking at that time the great power hitters of the day, the Mark McGuires, the Barry Bonds, the Sammy Sosas, the Carlos Delgados, the Jose Cansecos, the Albert Bells, the Greg Vaughns, the Mo Vaughns, you know, the Vladimir Guerreros. Oh yeah, I remember that era. All those great hitters. Miguel Tejada, who could hit the ball farther, right? Maybe he was getting a little jealous. Hey, Manny Ramirez, Manny is Manny. He was hitting 40 home runs. Maybe to compete, he felt compelled to cheat. Makes sense, doesn't it? But I have no evidence for what I'm saying, but neither do they have with Bonds. So all I'm saying is, if you're suspicious about Bonds, I'm suspicious about Ortiz. So what's the difference? Well, I think what helps him is a lot of these writers come from the East Coast. A lot of them are Red Sox fans. A lot of them are Yankee fans. If you look at the Hall of Fame, there's a huge amount of players from both of those franchises that are in the Hall of Fame. Now, granted, they are two of the oldest franchises, so therefore they will have a lot of players in the Hall of Fame, but it's a lot of them. And these are large market teams. They get a lot of coverage. And as has been stated, David Ortiz was a fan was a excuse me was a fan favorite, and he was a favorite of the press. Always smiling, always cheesing, always available. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, you are a fucking fool. So that's all I gotta say in this video. Tell me what you guys think.